Well, at least we got a lot closer than we have in quite some time. What's up, y'all? The Rams were ahead for what was about 2 minutes or so at the end of the fourth quarter. Feeling pretty good at the end of that game. Wolford drove the team down, got us a touchdown, and it was a score of 23-20. And it looked like the Rams were finally going to snap our 5 game losing streak. But of course, things happened, and unfortunately, we lost yet another game to the Seattle Seahawks, and with a final score of 27-23, which drops our record down to 3-9. Unfortunately, so um, yeah, this is where we're at the moment. What's up, y'all? It's been been a little bit. Took a little bit of a hiatus, but I'm back now. And the Rams, unfortunately, we're just slogging along. Like I just said, we our record dropped to 3-9. Overall, I thought it was a pretty entertaining game. I actually enjoyed the game very much. It was there were some ups, there were some downs, but unfortunately, we the team's just decimated by so many injuries, so many that I can't even keep track of of everybody that's been injured. To be honest with you, we have a bunch of second, third stringers playing, people from the street. Our quarterback, our Matthew Stafford's been shut down for the year. Aaron Donald didn't even play. We had a bunch of backup. It's just the whole thing's a mess. Whole thing's a mess. But it's just one of those things where this is one of those times where it is our chance to evaluate what we have on the roster, see which depth pieces perform well in real game time scenarios, and it is an opportunity to see who plays hard and plays with spirit, if you will, despite the fact that we are playing in what is more or less a lost season, and see who pretty much keeps playing, or the players who just kind of mail it in and give up. And those are the ones you don't want on the team. So this is a good opportunity for that. Overall, the game, like I said, I thought it was pretty entertaining. Started the game was great. The offense was pretty much started on fire. I thought Wolford played pretty well in the beginning of the game. We Sean had him rolling out and throwing on the run, which I believe is what Wolford is best at, and it is something I wish we probably could have kept doing more of in the game in the second half. But we just we kind of got away from that a little bit, and I think Wolford tends to struggle a little bit when he's in the pocket. I believe he still has a problem throwing. He has a problem with the accuracy. He's still way too high. Even some of the passes he completed, the receivers really had to jump and get the ball, which still isn't good, man. He's got to work on that. But overall, I thought it was probably the best he's looked in the games that he's played this season. But there's still a lot to be desired with that. I thought, let's see. So started out good, got a touchdown. Unfortunately for the offense, it just too many drives ended with field goals, and it's you just can't have that, man. We need touchdowns, touchdowns, touchdowns. Red zone offense left a lot to be desired. And yes, I know we have our 12th lineup of different offensive linemen, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that before, but it is what it is. This is what we have to deal with. But overall, I thought he made some good passes. I thought, as far as offense is concerned, Tutu Atwell, I've been pretty hard on Tutu Atwell. I thought Tutu actually had a pretty good game. They used him with some of the sweeps. They had him, out, and he had a pretty sweet one-handed grab, from Wolford. Wolford once again throwing that pass way too high. 2-2 Atwell had a pretty nice catcher. I thought he played well. Wolford was decent. Let's see, we had Cam Akers. I thought Akers played decent, not great, but decent. And we had unfortunately, just once again the blocking. I thought Higbee struggled in blocking. I thought the offensive line as a whole was slightly better than in previous games this year, but still really not good at all. And it pretty much showed because we started out good, then kind of petered out at half. We kept it to a 1-point score. All right, the Seahawks, they moved the ball pretty fluently, and I think it was like 14-13 at the half. Okay, 14-13 at the half. We came out, and pretty much it was just the offense went to sleep. We stopped doing the rollouts, which was maddening, and struggled. It was a bunch of punts, a few interceptions. The Seahawks were able to drive. The defense, I thought, played okay in spots. But, dude, I got to tell you, man, this soft zone prevent crap is killing us. And it killed us today, all right? Because the second half was pretty much slow up until, like, the final quarter where the Seahawks were pretty much holding on to a very slim lead the entire game, the entire second half, all right? It's like, 2016? We were able to get a few drives going, got into the red zone, got some field goals, but wasn't able to punch it in. And unfortunately, you just can't have that if you want to win some games, okay? We finally put a drive together, okay? The Wolfman, all right, who I believe is a far better option than Perkins. Got nothing against Perkins, but it's pretty clear as a number 2 option, Wolford is the guy, all right? So expect to see him start next week because Stafford has been shut down. And believe me, there are some things Wolford does I do not like at all. He needs to get better at. But out of the 2 options, he's the best we have, okay? He leads us down to a touchdown drive, all right? I'm ecstatic. I'm jumping. I'm reminded about why I keep watching football in the first place, why I spend 3 hours of my day watching this team, okay? Is for that elation when the Rams score and take the lead in a football game and win it, okay? We haven't felt this in over a month, okay? The Rams have looked awful in that time. And injuries is pretty much the biggest thing to blame, but it's still shit football, all right? It's still shit football that we've been watching for over a month now. And when they scored that touchdown, took the lead 23-20 with 3 minutes left, I was happy, okay? I put on my John Wolford jersey. I was like, man, he's going to do it. He's going to lead us in, I'm doing backflips internally, okay? I'm happy. I'm watching with family. We're happy. We're like, oh my God, the Rams are actually winning a football game. Look at this. We might actually win. And then guess what happens? 3 minutes left in the game, okay? Once again, our defense, okay, and it's been a chippy game. Jalen's been yelling at DK all game. Bobby Wagner's first game against the Seahawks, I wouldn't say it was chippy, but there was some John. There was a little bit of back and forth throughout the game. It made it entertaining. But this soft zone defense prevent crap killed us, okay? Killed us. Absolutely killed us in the last 3 minutes. And I hear it a lot from, the experts and other, analysts of the Rams that the defense isn't the problem and that the defense is actually a good defense. This is actually, I'm sorry, I just don't feel that way. I don't. I feel like they are a good, not great defense at times, but it's maddening watching. Think of the scenario, okay? We're up by 3. All the Seahawks have to do is get into field goal range and they can tie the game. There is 3 minutes left on the clock. There is plenty of time for them to do so. And what do? We play so far off the ball and we give them these open field checkdowns where if you look on the replay, sometimes there isn't even a Ram within the frame of the shot. When they catch the football, they're so far back. And then they get an easy 10 yards, and then it's like bam completion, bam completion, bam completion, bam completion. And next thing you know, they're in the red zone. And I'm sitting there like, okay. Well, now they're in chip shot field goal range to tie this game up, and we're about to go into overtime. Aw, crap. Thanks, Raheem. Okay, so I'm thinking, well, at least hold them out of the end zone so we can at least not lose the game. But wouldn't you know it, Geno Smith is able to find DK Metcalf, all right? DK torches Jalen in the final seconds of the game, grabs the touchdown pass, wins the game. Wins the game. And, you know, it isn't all on the defense, obviously, but it's this soft zone. I don't have anything against the man personally, but in the offseason, we need to get a new D coordinator. That's just my opinion. I do not care what stats anybody throws at me, okay? This soft zone defense crap has to stop. It has to stop, man. And it's like part of the being a defense, you have to be aggressive, man. And I got to tell you, there were people who played very well on the defense. I'm going to name a few right now. Michael Hoyt, 97 DN. I thought he had a great game. Keep him. He's someone you want in a rebuild. Okay, and Durant, number 14, he had a pretty sweet diving pass breakup. Keep him. Okay, I thought he played great. Bobby played great. Ernest Jones played good. You know, and those were the standouts pretty much on defense. But you know, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those years where we've been ravished by injuries, and this is just kind of what we're at. We're just playing for pride and playing for evaluation to see who will not give up and who will finish out the season the right way. And those are the players you want to keep. So overall, to conclude, I thought the game was very entertaining. There was a lot of good, a lot of not so good, a lot of things we can improve upon, a lot of good things from depth pieces that I feel can develop into something. You know, I've been very hard on Tutu. Tutu's been looking good, man. Tutu's been looking good. And dude, I'll eat crow. If Tutu ends up being good. But man, you know, at the end of the day, the injuries were just too much. And this defense has got to stop with this soft zone crap. It's maddening. Okay? It's maddening. All right. But that's it. Okay? I'm going to leave it off here. I'll catch you guys on the next one. It's good to be back. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. Okay? It's mine was pretty good. I had some good Cajun turkey. It was nice. But I'm going to cut it off here. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And as always, go Rams.